1060 KGFX is proud to bring coverage of area high school sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to drgnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's Ryan Oakland.
All right, thank you very much, and a very good Tuesday evening, everybody. A night of high school basketball coming your way here on KGFX. A little backyard brawl action as well. Coming to you from the Oneida Sully Buttes High School gym as the Sully Buttes Chargers entertain the Stanley County Buffaloes. With Jeff Duncan back in studio, Brian Oakland with play-by-play. We have the video stream up and running at youtube.com. Subscribe to the KGFX 1060 channel. You'll be able to see this game as well as hear it on our YouTube live stream. And, of course, we are online on our own website as well with audio only at drgnews.com. Should be a good one coming up tonight. The Stanley County Buffaloes halfway through their season, 5-5 on the season, playing a lot of close games, but they've got a tough one tonight against the 8-1 and the 4th ranked in Class B Sully Buttes Chargers and the defending State B basketball champions. Our coverage of the Buffaloes and Chargers being made possible on KGFX by the folks of McDonald's, the First Dakota National Bank, Avera St. Mary's Hospital in Pierre, and the Stanley County Booster Club. Brought to you in part by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Bottom Line Welding, and Bank West. And our game is brought to you on the Sully Buttes side as well by Venture Communications, Wilbur Ellis, Oahe Grain, by the Corner Convenience Store, Sunrise Bank Dakota, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, Stewart and Daughters, and Fearless Grain Marketing of Oneida. Tonight's game also brought to you within the broadcast by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, by the Boyd Conzemus Agency, American Family Insurance, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, by Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre. Reminding you to keep up to date with the scores of tonight's game. We'll give you that Wagner Auto scoreboard from Wagner Auto in Pierre. The one place to go. First scoreboard to report tonight is the JV game that has just wrapped up here in Oneida. Sully Buttes came from a little bit behind, and they defeated Stanley County 45-40. There was a C game, a middle school game as well here tonight that was won easily by Sully Buttes. Chargers will try to make it a 3-game sweep here on their home floor tonight, entertaining Stanley County. Coming up in the pregame show after a 2-minute timeout, we'll take a look and we'll see how things have been going for both of these teams. We actually haven't seen Sully Buttes this year on KGFX, or had them, but we haven't seen Stanley County on KGFX in a while either, so we'll get you caught up on how things have been going for both teams. We've got keys to success from both head coaches, conversations coming up, and starting lineups, and a whole lot more when we get into the pregame show, which is on the way in 2 minutes. Should be a fun one. Stanley County, Sully Buttes coming up on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
The new year is a time for a start to new beginnings. Why not start your new year off right by getting a low-interest auto loan from Oahe Federal Credit Union? Get a new or used vehicle with rates starting at 3.19% APR. Rates vary depending on year and term of vehicle that you would like to purchase. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what Julia or Jameson can do for you.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
Back in Oneida, we welcome you to our pregame high school boys basketball contest coming up tonight, Stanley County and Sully Buttes. There is another game on the Central South Dakota Radio Group stations tonight as well, and it's another backyard brawl or a rivalry down on Interstate 90 as Lyman is at Jones County. Darren Boyle has that one on KPLO-FM, and we'll keep you updated on that one throughout the night. Here in Oneida, it is Parents' Night, and all the basketball players and the cheerleaders and the like are being honored, and the parents, of course, being honored this evening as Sully Buttes has their boys basketball Parents' Night to begin the festivities. So we've got a little bit of time to talk about a few things and taking a look really at how things have gone for both teams so far. We mentioned the Buffaloes, and we really haven't seen them since the first 2 or 3 ball games of the season. But since the Buffaloes, actually, it's been a while since they played. They came off a 5th place finish at the Jones County Invitational. I think they'd like to have that first round loss back to Lyman. Second time they've lost to Lyman this season, but they came back with a win over a streaky Phillip team and then a really gritty, gutty Kadoka team in that 5th place game that the Buffaloes were able to come from behind and defeat by the score of 58-51. So that puts them 5-5 on the season, but 5 losses really that are all by 7 points or less. The Buffaloes have been in just about every game. Couple of games they've had to come from behind to get close at the end, but just a team that needs a good start here tonight. We'll look at keys to success in a little bit, but I think that's the first thing for the Buffaloes, get off to a good start against a good offensive and a good defensive team as well, and the team they'll face tonight in Sully Buttes. The Chargers, meanwhile, 8-1 on the season, a season-opening victory over Lyman. Then they went to Winter and got their first and only loss of the season. They've since rattled off 7 unanswered victories, some tough competition in there, too. They went to the Parkston Classic, defeated a good Canastota team that was in the state tournament a year ago. They have had good victories, most notably the last time out. They defeated Timberlake, who was the consolation champion in the State B basketball tournament a year ago. And Sully Buttes got down early, but they came back and got it close at halftime. It was close through the entire second half. They ended up going to overtime, and the Chargers had an easier time of it in the extra stanza. They beat Timberlake 67-57. That was the first loss of the season for Timberlake, but then they went to the Hanson Classic and got beat pretty soundly by the runner-up team in last year's state tournament, too. These Sully Buttes Chargers runner-up was Clark Willow Lake, and yes, they did beat Timberlake fairly soundly over the weekend. But new week, and now for the most part, most of the teams getting into the second half of the season. This is game number 11 out of 20 for Stanley County. Sully Buttes hits their halfway point after tonight's game with this being their 10th game and their 20-game regular season schedule. So should be a good one. And, of course, every time Stanley County plays Sully Buttes, it's kind of, especially here, it's a homecoming for Stanley County head coach Max Foth, who himself is a Sully Buttes alumnus. So, the Charger boys would like to get, or I should say the Buffalo boys would like to get their coach a win on what used to be his home floor here in Oneida. We'll see how it goes. Got more to talk about. Keys to success are coming up with our conversations with head coaches. We'll hear from Coach Foth after a bit, but we're going to start with Brian White of the Sully Buttes Chargers after a 2-minute timeout. And our keys to success in the pregame will continue. By the way, before we go to break, we'll remind you that on your way to and from the games, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety always reminds you to avoid a kiss with death. Please plan a designated driver every trip, every time, and buckle up as well. Designated drivers and buckle up. Reminders from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Coach White coming up after this 2-minute break. It's Buffaloes and Chargers coming up. Boys basketball on KGFX.
Some banks proudly offer mortgage approvals in less than 8 minutes. 8 minutes for one of the largest purchases of your life. Doesn't leave much time for questions, does it? Think about it. Who really benefits from a speedy mortgage process? You or the lender? At First Dakota, we can't promise you an 8-minute mortgage, but we will promise you a thoughtful and transparent home buying experience. Home loans from First Dakota National Bank. Take all the time you need. Visit firstdakota.com. First Dakota is an equal opportunity lender.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds and Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds and Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds and Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Good luck, Chargers, from Owyhee Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at OwyheeGrainCorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Owyhee Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Owyhee Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
All right, it's time for Keys to Success. Let's start with the home team tonight. Brian White and the Sully Beats Chargers. And I'll tell you what, Coach, this season so far, 8 out of 9, and looks like Sully Beats business as usual, even though you lost a couple of big keys off of the state championship team. But you got to like what the kids are doing in kind of keeping the mindset of success that's expected here at Sully Beats going this year.
Yeah, this group's done a really nice job. We lost a couple kids that were very key for us, 3 kids that were very key for us. I mean, all 3 of them started for 3 years and were big parts of this program for all that entire time. But it's been a lot of fun watching this group grow. I think we're still getting better. I think we're still going to be a better team further down the road. But we're finding ways to win games, and we're competing pretty well. We've got to do a few things better. We've got to stay out of foul trouble with a couple of our guys. They got to do a little bit better job with their decision making. But we've got kids that are in spots that they haven't been in the past. You know, they've been able to kind of take a few more risks because if they come off the floor, it doesn't hurt as much. Where this year it hurts a little bit more. But that being said, some of our other kids have really stepped up in those situations and done some great things for us. So it's fun to see this group kind of come together. They're starting to learn their roles, and as they're learning their roles, we're just getting better and better.
Talking about finding ways to win. I mean, you outlasted Timberlake in your last game. They're a top 5 team in the state in the Class B, and obviously have a lot of big pieces of their puzzle back from last year too. That's just another one of those wins, though, that shows the character you guys are building this year.
Yeah, I thought our kids played really well against Timberlake for about 2.5 quarters. You know, there was 2.5 quarters where we didn't play very well, made some poor decisions, didn't handle the ball quite as well as we'd like to. Turned it over way too much for my liking in that basketball game. But part of that, you got to give credit to Timberlake. They did a nice job getting hands on basketballs and really really doing a nice job defensively there and with their pressure and some of those sort of things. So, but we're growing. You see the growth. You wouldn't look in the box score and know it, but, I mean, Grant Johnson was outstanding. He guarded the Pepe kid and held him scoreless for 3 quarters almost. And then in the fourth, he got to the free throw line and got a couple points. But other than that, I mean, a kid that's averaging 20 a game, shoots it from Well, anywhere. Like you
Anywhere
walk
on this side of half court.
Yeah, he walks in the gym and he's ready to shoot, And Grant comes in and kind of limits him. He doesn't shut him down, but he limits him and he does his job. And he's learning to do things like that where that's his role for us. And if he can limit people and then do a great job on the glass and get some good drives to the rim to get his points, And Sebastian Frost is finding his way same with Morris Hofer, within handling the basketball and doing little things for us that help us win basketball games. So we're growing, we're finding ways to win basketball games, and it doesn't hurt that it's a pretty veteran crew. Even though some of them haven't played a lot, they've been around success, and they're understanding that I may not be the one that shines or the one that the spotlight's on, but my role is just as important, if not more important, than everybody else's within that group. So they're very unselfish. It's been a lot of fun to watch them play.
All right, with Stanley County coming in, a team that's got some streaky offensive ability, and they can shut you down at times as well. But pretty good challenge here as you get back into closer to the second half of the season now.
Yeah, this will be our 10th game of the year, so this will basically be the midpoint for us. And Stanley County's got a really good group of kids. They're a little undersized, probably for their liking, but they really shoot a lot of threes, and they make it difficult on you to defend them. I mean, they're really a tough team to defend because they are so perimeter-oriented. They shoot a lot of threes, and they get hot, watch out. I mean, they can beat anybody if they get hot. So defensively, they do a nice job. They try to take things away from you that you're looking for to try to keep themselves in basketball games. And for us tonight, it's really going to be how do we defend? Can we contest threes without fouling, as well as still stop the drive, because they drive the ball really well off that. I mean, it's a really nice 1-2 combination for them, and they've got some kids that are veteran. I mean, the Hofteser's kid's been playing since he's, I think, fourth grade or something like that. It seems like he's been playing forever, and they got a couple others that have been on the floor for a long time as well. So they're kind of a veteran group that they're coming into their own this year, and they're having a nice season. They're in every single game.
Yeah. Any other keys to success that you have against them?
You got to rebound the basketball. You got to rebound and defend and take care of the basketball, and you have a chance to win.
All right, Coach, looking forward to it. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks for covering us.
That's Brian White, the head coach of the Sully Beats Chargers. Comments and keys to success in our pregame show are brought to you by the Boyd Conzemius Agency and American Family Insurance. In Pierre, we'll hear from them, and we'll turn the page with Max Foth coming up from the Stanley County Buffaloes as our keys to success continue next, and high school basketball is on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher. Dan Webmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer. So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Conzemius Agency, Inc. in Pierre and Phillip.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
And with more keys to success, we talk with Max Foth, the head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes. Coach, you've had a while since the Jones County tournament got over. I know you had kind of a disappointing loss against Lyman to start that tournament, but you come back, get a couple of wins against some pretty gritty, gutty opponents, and I think that's what you're seeing a lot of over the first half of the season. Now you get a good opponent to start your 11th game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to give Kadoka a lot of credit. They've got a good basketball team. They do a lot of things really well, and I think hopefully that, the second half of that game against Kadoka, we outscored them 31-15. So I'm hoping that really clicks in on the defensive end for our guys, and I feel confident in the ability of our guys to be able to score the basketball. It all comes down to being able to defend and being able to rebound. So if we do those things well, I think we're a pretty tough team to beat.
it's a sports cliche that you never know what what's going to happen every time you step out onto the floor. But especially with you guys, with all these games and the close ones that you've had. I mean, even against some teams that have had their struggles over the course of the season, they just find ways to score. And all of a sudden you can't really, you get a hand in the face and they're knocking threes down. There's not a lot much more you can do.
Yeah, you know what? We've been the victim to about half a dozen banked threes. We've had some kids hit some shots that I haven't seen score. It's been one of those years. And you look across the state and you see these crazy scores all over the place. For instance, Winter beats Sully Buttes, and then Miller beats Winter, and then all of a sudden Miller and Sully Buttes play each other, and Sully Buttes beats them by 30. So it's been one of those years, a little bit of chaotic for everybody, and hopefully we can find a little bit of rhythm heading into the second half of the year.
So that means the bottom line is you come in against anybody, if you execute what you are trying to do and get your game plan played to the way you want it to be played, then you have a shot.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I feel like if we play hard enough and if we play smart enough, we can compete with anybody that's on our schedule. And, it's one of those things that basketball is a make or miss game. It's all about making shots and who misses shots. But at the end of the day, if we really go to bat on our defense and do a good job rebounding the basketball, I know our offense will be good enough to keep us in the game against most teams.
All right, here in your old stomping grounds, though, Sully Buttes, and a team that has really not missed much of a beat since their state championship. And I know that maybe the kids want this one for you just as much as you'd like to get this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, coaches always try to talk about, it's just another game. But, my kids know that this one's important. And I feel like we match up better with these guys now than we have in the past. And it's one of those things that, we know they're a talented team, but we've had a solid week to prepare. And hopefully we got a couple wrinkles for them that they aren't expecting, and we can catch them by surprise and try to steal this one in the fourth quarter.
They still have that size in the middle, though, and I know you got some big guys in your team, but maybe they've got just one or two more than you do. That could be a key to success in trying to neutralize the Jet Lambs of the world here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a game of matchups. I feel like we're going to be tough for them to guard on the perimeter at times, and also, we're going to be, at a disadvantage inside at times, especially when both of us start diving into our bench. So it's going to be one of those games, foul trouble is going to be important. We're going to have to stay clean and be smart. And, yeah, we're going to have to really do a good job of trying to limit these guys to one shot, because with that size advantage, they're already so skilled and so well coached on the offensive end that if we give them 2 and 3 chances at a basket, they're coming away with points, and that's something we don't want to give them.
They have that concern for you on the inside, but Whittler's knocking down some shots this year quite a bit too.
Yeah, Whittler he's going to be one of the better players we've seen all season. He does a really nice job for them, kind of really orchestrates their offense well, gets guys open shots, and he attacks the paint well. He shoots it coming off the screens. He's a solid basketball player, and he's only going to get better. It's one of those guys that you have to really prepare for and have to try to take away and make somebody else beat you.
How much tonight for keys to success is controlling the tempo? Do you want to slow it down, or you still want to keep pushing it?
Yeah, I think we're going to look to slow it down a little bit tonight. I know they want to get out and run and transition, but I think with our extra time off, trying to slow down a little bit, be more efficient in the half court, I think that's going to suit us better tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
There is Max Foth, the head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes. Comments and keys to success, again, from the Boyd Consemius Agency in Pierre. 2-minute timeout. Our starting lineups coming up as Stanley County and Sully Buttes get together in Oneida here on KGFX.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive 1 vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services, conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes!
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida. The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Back in Oneida, as we get closer to the opening tip, you heard from Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They sponsor our starting lineups, which are coming right up. Before that, we remind you that our YouTube live stream is up and running. Subscribe to the KGFX 1060 channel, and you can see and hear our game broadcast here on YouTube.com. And as long as the folks in front of me are in their seats, you should be able to have a pretty good view of this one here from courtside, near courtside, at Sully Buttes High School Gym. You are listening, otherwise, 1060 KGFX Pierre Fort Pierre, a member of the Dakota Radio Group, and 107.1 FM. And our game is also online at drgnews.com. Sully Buttes and Stanley County. Looking forward to a good one. Here are the Teton River Traders Gun Shop starting lineups. We'll start with the Stanley County Buffaloes tonight. On the point is Riley Hannum, the senior guard at 6 feet tall. Lathan Prince also does a good job at handling the basketball, 6 feet, and a freshman for the Buffaloes. Also in the backcourt will be guards and forwards slated for both. Joey Fisher, a 6'1" senior in that forward spot. Slater Topol gets the start tonight as a 6' junior as a small forward. He'll start in place of Dylan Gabriel this evening, and Brady Hofteaser has to have a big night tonight, 6'4", and the senior for the Buffaloes, with Prince and Hofteaser, Hannum, Topol, and Fisher the starting five. Dylan Gabriel, the 5'10" junior, Nathan Cook, the 6'2" sophomore, among others, will check in off the bench from time to time. For the 5-5 Stanley County Buffaloes, head coached by a former Sully Buttes Charger, Max Foth, and assisted by Jody Giddings. Your Teton River Traders Gun Shop starters for the Sully Buttes Chargers look like this. At one guard is Sebastian Frost, a 5'10" senior, as well as Grant Johnson, a 6'1" junior. Played a great defensive game the last time out last Tuesday in the win in overtime over Timberlake. Nick Whitler is the 6'1" junior, and the guy that kind of is looked to do most of the scoring, especially from the outside, but he'll create offense off the dribble as well for Sully Buttes. Cameron Ogle is a 6'1" forward. Can play big inside, but can shoot out, step out, and hit the threes as well. Jet Lamb, a 6'3" junior, plays big in the middle for Sully Buttes, with Frost, Ogle, Johnson, Lamb, and Whitler the starting five for Sully Buttes. Morris Hofer is a 6' senior. Jack Darling, a 5'10" junior, among others, who should get some minutes off the bench as well. For the 8-1 and 4th ranked in Class B Sully Buttes Chargers and the defending State B basketball champion, their head coach is Brian White. He's assisted by Lee Kinney and Jesse Whitler. Those are your Teton River Traders Gun Shop starting lineups in our pregame show. But we do have another starting lineup to bring to you. It is the naming of tonight's game officials, and they're the law on the court, as they are sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. We'll have our law on the court after you hear this important message from their Consumer Protection Division on KGFX.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Law on the court tonight. The South Dakota High School Activities Association licenses our game officials. They come from Mobridge tonight. Jason Ravenberg, Chris Peltier, and Brian Zahn will officiate tonight's basketball game. They are our law on the court. We'll tip it off in 2 minutes on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests, too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Athletics and Activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers.
Welcome back to Oneida once again. Brian Oakland with play-by-play. Jeff Duncan back in studio. He'll keep us up and running and updated with a few scores as well. He's given us a few from some area teams. Phillip boys are in action. They're through three quarters out west against Hill City, but the Rangers have a 49-28 lead going to the fourth quarter over the Phillip Scotties. And up north, Harriet Selby in a battle with a kind of a surprising one of the top teams in the state in Aberdeen Christian, and Harriet Selby has a 17-11 lead in that one. I believe that may be on KMLO 100.7, so a pretty good ball game that we'll keep tabs on. And we also mentioned earlier KPLO 94.5 FM. We've got the Lyman Jones rivalry that's going on in Murdo tonight. Darren Boyle on the call on that one. Coming up later in this week, we've got Pierre Lady Governor basketball, a couple of editions of Lady Gov basketball coming up. Lady Govs will be at Sioux Falls Roosevelt on Thursday night, and they'll be at Yankton on Saturday afternoon. That actually will be on River 92.7 now that I think about it. We've got Governor Wrestling coming up on Friday night when the Govs go to Huron. And both of these teams have some pretty good schedules coming up, some double headers for Sully Buttes and for Stanley County. They've got the Chargers have Hitchcock-Tulare Thursday, Warner on Saturday here. We'll be back here next Friday when Sully Buttes entertains Potter County in a girls and boys doubleheader as well. Let's tip it off. It's brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. You heard from them in the last break. And Cam Ogle does out-jump Stanley County. And the Chargers will have the first possession of the game. Sully Buttes in home white, moving from your left to right. And a quick up top three ball, up no good. Brady Hofteser will bring down the rebound off of the miss by Sebastian Frost. Buffaloes quickly across the timeline in road purple from right to left. And they will try to strike first here. Skip pass, Hofteser to Prince up in the air, and Ogle almost got the pick, but couldn't handle it. Hofteser keeps it. 14 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper, Joey Fisher falling away, unable to hit. Ogle is up for the rebound, and here come the Chargers pushing it up the floor quickly, but into a traveling violation and our first turnover of the game. Talked about tempo with Max Foth. The Buffaloes are a team that like to push it up the floor, up and down, but Sully Buttes is one of those teams that might be playing right into their hands if you are unable to keep control of the basketball or make good on your offensive possession. So I think Stanley County might try to be a little more careful here tonight. That's Slater Topol, high post. He'll leave it with Hofteser. Now, backdoor pass underneath. Fisher in traffic is up and good. Nice pass, Hofteser, and a good finish for Joey Fisher. He, along with Hofteser, have to have big games for the Buffaloes to have success here tonight. We've got a foul on the floor. That'll be called, our first of the night, on a left side drive from Nick Whitler. Officiating crew from Mobridge here is a first substitution as Dylan Gabriel will check in for Lathan Prince. And the Buffaloes crew from Mobridge here tonight, and they did blow the whistle quite a bit in that JV game, so we'll see how many free throws end up getting shot here this evening. It's something to keep an eye on. Not really going to should be a big deal, though. Here's Frost for three. Too strong right wing. It's no good. Slater Topol with the rebound. Push pass up ahead, and Hofteser will get the finish. So, transition for the Buffaloes, and they have a 4-0 lead. Nice lead pass up ahead by Riley Hannum. Here's a three, and that is good for Grant Johnson up on the top of the key. Buffs with the first four. Sully Buttes with their first three on the board. And 2 minutes into this one, it's 4-3 Stanley County. Some excitement so far. Topol in traffic, gets it away. Fisher will go across the way, and Hannum had the pass, but he is interrupted by Cameron Ogle, who will be called for the foul. Cam got there just a split second too late. That's the first Charger foul on the floor. First Buffalo foul, by the way, was on Lathan Prince. So both teams with one apiece. On the inbound, inside, Hofteser up and over the top of a couple of big men, but on the backside, off of the miss is Slater Topol, who has an offensive rebound and a putback, and the Buffaloes lead 6-3. Topol's first two of the night. Turnaround jumper is up and in. Sebastian Frost feeding Jet Lamb. And for the Chargers this season, who were without Lamb's services most of last year, it's good to have a big man in the middle after Lincoln Jordry and Jacob Howard, people like that, are no longer here this season. Gabriel getting trapped down in front of us here at half court. Somebody picks his pocket, and it's picked up by Sebastian Frost. So the Chargers will head the other way. Trailing 6-5, looking for their first lead of the night. Inside to Lamb, back out Johnson. Back inside and outside again. Lamb to Johnson. Here's Whitler up top. Jump step in the lane, comes up short. And the rebound is tipped into the hands of Riley Hannum, who gets it ahead. And Brady Hofteser almost traveled with it and puts an awkward shot up, no good. And Hannum is going to draw an offensive foul on the pivot move. Sully Buttes will lose it on the offensive foul called on Grant Johnson. Second team foul for the Chargers. And so Stanley County will have it back. Leading 6-5, 4:40 to go. First quarter, we're just underway, and we've already had some high-flying electricity here, it seems, and high-energy play. Here's Hofteser for three in the corner, and that one off the back of the rim. It will not go. Lamb with the rebound. Here comes Sully Buttes. Still looking for their first lead of the night, and we've got a push. It'll be called on the Buffaloes. So a foul on the floor. Second for the visiting team. And this is the second personal for Lathan Prince. I didn't really realize Lathan was back in there, but he may be quickly back out. Dylan Gabriel still in. 4:21 to play off of the inbound. It comes to Whitler. He'll fire his first shot attempt of the night. The three is off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, and he's able to run it down himself. He'll reset the offense. Chargers again in home white with the purple numbers and trim. Swing it over to Ogle inside, off the left block. Lamb back to Ogle. Stop and go in traffic. Shot up off the glass is too strong. Got his own rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line as Cameron Ogle is fouled in the act of shooting on the way back up. So, Ogle with a chance to give the Chargers their first lead. Foul is on Hoftieser, his first, and the team's third. Just over halfway through this first quarter of play. Good shot for Cameron Ogle. First one up and good. Ogle wears number 3. Reminds me a lot of the guy wearing number 3 on the other side. Brady Hoftieser, a couple of big-bodied, sweet-shooting left-handers. And Cameron goes 2 for 2. Sully Buttes has their first lead at 7-6. Backcourt stop, pick up the dribble for Joey Fisher, but he gets it across the time barrier to Hoftieser. Fisher now back to Gabriel. He'll find Riley Hannum, who comes in on the runner. No good. Topol with another offensive rebound. Out to Gabriel. Inside Topol. Too strong this time. No good. And the Chargers will head back the other way. Ogle open for 3. Off the front of the rim. No good. And there again is Topol for another rebound. Slater Topol's been playing off the bench all season long, but Max Foth says Slater's been playing awful well and really in the rebounding game. Here's Whitler picking the pocket, and he'll take it in for the left-handed layup. Whitler's first 2 points of the night. He just got the steal away off of the dribble from Brady Hoftieser. So the Chargers on a bit of a run. They've scored 6 in a row. They lead 9-6, but Ogle will trip up Joey Fisher. Charger fans won't like this call, but Ogle, tough call for him in particular. He'll pick up his second personal. As Nathan Cook will check in for Slater Topol for Stanley County. Ogle checks out, and the first substitution for the Chargers brings Jack Darling in, a 5'10 junior, and we've got a traveling violation from Fisher off of the inbound pass down in the left corner. Third turnover for the Buffaloes. Under 3 minutes to play. Stanley County had a decent start, but they've gone cold a bit, and that's unfortunately for Stanley County, especially in first halves this season. That's kind of been the way things have gone. Here's Whitler into the lane. Little baby jumper is up and good for 2. He's got the last 4. The Chargers have the last 8, and they lead 11-6. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Hannum leaves it with Dylan Gabriel on the left wing up top. Now Cook, my goodness, a lot of contact there, but we play on, and Hannum will find Fisher out on the right wing. Good for 3. Joey Fisher with his first long one of the night. 11-9, the 8-0 run comes to an end for the Chargers, but they're looking to add on to what is still an 11-9 lead. Sebastian Frost stop and go, lost his dribble momentarily, keeps it alive, down on his knees, he'll feed underneath, and the shot is up and in. Nice drive for Morris Hofer, who has checked in off the bench for Sully Buttes as well. Hoftieser splitting defenders, gets reached in upon, and Hofer, I believe, will be the guilty party, and that is the case. His first, and the team's fourth. 4 for Sully Buttes, 3 for the Buffaloes in the foul department, still here in the first period. Riley Hannum looking to inbound. And Fisher back to Hannum, and the Buffaloes will play a little more patiently here for the time being. Gabriel puts it in motion. To the wing goes Fisher, and a nice spin move, but he comes up short. Lamb with the rebound off of the miss of the layup. Joey might have been expecting a little contact that never came. Chargers have it back with 80 seconds to play first quarter. Frost on the move again, finds a spot but misses off the back rim. Lamb with a long-armed rebound, and Jet will put it up and in for 2. Chargers get a lot of offensive rebounds. That's what they had the last several years. It was a big reason why they were the state champions a year ago. And they still have that going. Here's Hofteser on the miss of a three, and the Buffaloes don't have enough room to keep it in play. It's out of bounds with less than a minute to play in the first. Lamb will check out. He'll get a break the rest of the way in the quarter. For Sully Buttes, Jesse Shaw, a 6'2 freshman, is in for the first time tonight. 15-9 Chargers leading the Buffaloes. With the basketball, Nick Whitler up top, gets a screen, now stop and go, and off the glass, a sweet-looking shot. It's up and good, and Nick Whitler from inside the arc starting to heat up a bit. 17-9, the Charger lead is up to 8. Gabriel puts it on the move. He gets reached in upon. It's a foul on the floor. Good attempt at a shot, but it comes a little bit late, and we're going to have the 15 foul for Sully Buttes with 26 seconds left, and this will be the first personal for Jack Darling. Inbound for Stanley County with the shot clock off. 3-ball Fisher, no good. And the rebound down to Darling and the Chargers, who can play for the last shot. 13, 12, and 11 counting down here to close out the first period. Chargers down early, but they've had the flurry late, and Whitler unable to hit. Might have had a tip opportunity. Hannum from long range. It's good if it goes, but it's off the glass. No good. Sorry we couldn't keep up with that on the video stream, but on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, a good first quarter in the books. And it is. Sully Buttes 17, Stanley County 9, and Wagner Auto is the one place to go. As we pause for 60 seconds, we go to the second period next. You're listening to high school boys basketball on KGFX.
Need help in your grain risk management? How about getting better prices than the local grain prices? Look no farther than Fearless Grain Marketing. Contact Jeremy Frost today at 605-295-3100. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping producers make sales that make sense while buying fear and selling greed. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping farmers connect directly with end users to make better, higher price sales with offices at 2000 South 4th Street in Oneida and Brown Commodities in Gettysburg.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Welcome back to Oneida. We go to the second quarter of play as the Buffaloes have the opening possession, but unable to hit as Brady Hofteser inside. Chargers came out with a rebound and a blocked shot on the other end by Stanley County, but Sully Buttes maintains possession. And we play on. 17-9. Chargers, who again were down 6-3 at one point, went on an 8-0 run, and they have led since. Leading now by 8 as Whitler misfires from the top of the key. 3-ball no good. Topol has the rebound for the Buffaloes. On the move, Hofteser. Here's Lathan Prince trying to keep it away from Whitler. He'll kick it out. Fisher inside, Topol up and in. Boy, Joey Fisher threaded the needle there, and Slater Topol gets the bunny for 2. He has 4 in the game, 17-11, our score. Some scoring updates to pass along when we get an opportunity. Whitler on the move, leaving it with Grant Johnson up top. He'll find Sebastian Frost on the left side, far side of the floor. Nice pass inside, and Jet Lamb with an easy finish off of a good feed by Morris Hofer. Up and in for 2. 19-11, the lead is back to 8 for the Chargers with the first minute and a half gone in our second quarter of play. Buffaloes have 10 days or so to prepare for this one. They haven't played since 2 Saturdays ago. Here's Prince to Hofteser, and Brady will rain in a 3 from the right side on the top of the key, and a timeout is called by Stanley County with 6:16 to play. 19-14 Chargers, back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Back in Oneida, first time out called on the night. Off of a three-point shot hit by Brady Hofteser, his first of the evening. Buffaloes, like we've talked about, are a bit of a streaky offensive team. They had a good start, but in that first period went 4 of 14 overall. Meanwhile, Whitler hits a three on the other end for the answer, and the feed by, I believe it was Hofer with the assist. Still an 8-point game. Hofteser wants another three. Spotted up this time, but this one no good. And we've got a foul on Fisher over the back of Jet Lamb. One official was ready to say out of bounds. The other one, I think, got it right as Joe Fisher goes over the top. So, actually it was Topol. Slater Topol whistled for his first personal foul. Fourth for the Buffs as a team. Here's Whitler. Crossed over, picks up his dribble, finds Frost. Sebastian on the move, bounce pass to Lamb. In traffic, it's up and good. Jet Lamb 4 for 4 so far. And Sebastian Frost with his third assist in the night. This is the first double-digit lead for the home team, 24-14 Chargers. Had him. Back to the near side, Hofteser on the move and out of control, but on the backside, Topol with another offensive rebound. Couldn't get it to go. Lamb might have got a fingertip on that one. Meanwhile, Whitler up the floor, puts one up and in somehow, and Riley Hannum called for the foul at the same time. Well, players will make plays, and Nick Whitler just made one. He gets a chance at a three-point play. Buffalo's got a little out of control on that other end of the floor, though, before this. And for a team that would like to maybe slow it down and control tempo a little bit, we really haven't seen that so far as of yet. Hannum with a foul was his first. Whitler got the basket and the free throw in an old-fashioned three-point play. Now Hofer is out. Cameron Ogle with 2 fouls in the first half steps back onto the floor. 5 minutes to go in the second, 27-14, Sully Buttes leading Stanley County. Dylan Gabriel checking in. Gives to Lathan Prince on the right side, right in front of Brian White, but they'll come back and reset. Up on the top, Prince. Closest defender to him was the big fella, Jet Lamb. Now the kick out, Dylan Gabriel for 3, it's no good, but Prince with an offensive rebound. Gabriel had a good look, but that one rims in and out. Now to the left corner, spin for Hannum, too strong. Good move, but again, just too strong. Ogle with the rebound, and the Chargers quickly across the timeline. Ogle, room to shoot. 3 ball, good. Cameron Ogle, one of those big guys that you just can't give him time and space because he will make you pay all the time. A timeout called by the Buffaloes here as Sully Buttes is in danger of running away with this one here before the half. 30-14 Chargers with 4:08 to play and a 30-second timeout. And back with more boys basketball on KGFX.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
Back in Oneida, quick couple of scores here. Phillip, we mentioned, was playing Hill City tonight, but Hill City wins that one 56-34. Harriet Selby area is leading Aberdeen Christian at the half, 27-22. Good ball game for the Wolverines so far. Buffaloes in traffic and a blocked shot is called as Dylan Gabriel, nope, that is Joey Fisher, hits the deck hard. Buffs will inbound from underneath. Prince gets it out to Fisher. Now Gabriel left alone for three, but it's off the mark, no good. Buffaloes again need to get hot if they're from the floor, if they're going to be able to keep pace with these Chargers. Here's Prince with a good defensive play. The steal comes away, he'll push it ahead. Gabriel trying to feed on the backside to Fisher, but Jet Lamb ran it down and will knock it away out of bounds. Timberlake, the last team to play here in Oneida as a visiting team, is also in action tonight. They lead Harding County 17-12. Actually, I think that's the game that's on KPLO FM. Hofteaser took a bump, gets blocked from behind, and then the Chargers get it up to Whitler on the other end of the floor, and Nick will put another one up and in. He's got 14 points now here in this first half. 32-14. The Chargers really blowing it open here. Stanley County with just 5 in the quarter. Sully Butte's already with 15. After it was 17-9 at the end of one. Prince will fire a three. That's off the back of the rim, and it will not go. Rebound to the Chargers. Left to right. Across the timeline. Now a reach-in foul in the far corner. Team foul number 6 for Stanley County. Their last to give. The Chargers have 5. 3 minutes even to play. Prince is out. Topel back in for the Buffaloes. Ogle inbounds. Grant Johnson left alone from the left corner. It's up no good. Loose ball on the backside. Hannum takes the rebound away from Jet Lamb. Buffalo's on the move inside. Topel will put it up and in. Slater Topel continuing to play well here in the early going. His third field goal. Getting the start tonight. And we've got a foul away from the basketball on the push by Hofteaser. Trying to deny perhaps the entry pass to Jet Lamb. Brady said he's hooking him with the elbow instead, but Lamb will go to the free throw line. This will be the first bonus for Sully Butte's. Team foul number 7. Brady Hofteaser's second personal. 32-16. Chargers in command here in the second period. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Jet Lamb, and the lefty will get the soft touch off the back of the rim, and he gets it to go. His 9th point in the early going. Chance for one more. 2:34 left to go in the half, and the second one is up and good. Chargers are 5 for 5 from the line so far tonight to add to their good shooting percentage on the floor. 34-16. It's an 18-point advantage for Sully Butte's. Penetration Gabriel, kick out Hannum, now looking to go underneath the Topel, but that is stolen on the intercept by Jet Lamb. Up ahead come the Chargers. Johnson falling away. Nope, that was Hofer, too strong off the glass, and Fisher has the rebound for the Buffs. Stanley County trying to look for high percentage shots as much as they can here, but they've had to resort to some perimeter shooting. Ham will try one from the corner. That was on line, but a little bit too much of a line drive. Frost down with a rebound. He'll yield to Whitler to set up the half-court offense across the timeline. And the Chargers will slow it up a little bit here, start eating some clock. 1:35 to go, now 17 on the shot clock. We're in the second quarter. Frost will step up to the free throw line and hit an open jumper. Buffaloes might have gotten lulled to sleep a little bit there as Sully Butte's played the passing game for a little while out on top. The middle opened up and Frost takes advantage. Gabriel's on the move and we're going to have a travel as Gabriel tried to make a quick move around the right side of the lane, but ball got bounced up a little too high, and he ends up walking with it. So the 5th turnover for Stanley County. Chargers lead by a 20 spot. And they got the get the ball back here once again, left to right. Inside of a minute we go. Whitler finds Grant Johnson. Posting out wide is Lamb, and we'll have an offensive foul. He put his shoulder down, and Joey Fisher may have sold it just a little bit, but Jet Lamb with his first personal foul. This one of the offensive variety. Timberlake up by 9 at the half on the Harding County Ranchers, 34-25. Harding County is a team that Sully Buttes beat in the round of 16 to get to the state tournament, and they won their last 3 games of the season from there as well. Timberlake was there in that tournament field. They were here last 1 week ago tonight as well. Here's Fisher. Runner from the right baseline is up and good. Kept that one in play off of a tip pass. 7 for Joey Fisher. 36-18 though. Sully Buttes comfortably in front. As we count down the final seconds of the first half of play. Shot clock is off. Cross-court pass stolen by Fisher at the 2-on-3. Joey will wisely slow it up a bit. Now drives to the baseline, but he steps on the line and will be ruled out of bounds. So the Chargers have most of 10 seconds to go the length of the floor and try to close off a nice first half. Nathan Cook back in. Cade Stover also in for the Buffaloes for the first time, a 5'9 junior. Hofteaser and Fisher, the 2 keys for the Buffaloes, will check out without getting a cheap foul. Whitler, desperation 3, short from the wing. Topol had the rebound, and his outlet taken away by Johnson, and our first half will come to an end. Good start for the Buffaloes, but a good first half all in all for the home team. Sully Buttes Chargers on the Wegner Auto score. It's Sully Buttes 36 and Stanley County 18. Wegner Auto of Pierre is the one place to go. As we pause for 2 minutes, it's our CHS Midwest Cooperatives halftime report coming up next in high school basketball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Some banks proudly offer mortgage approvals in less than 8 minutes. 8 minutes for one of the largest purchases of your life. Doesn't leave much time for questions, does it? Think about it. Who really benefits from a speedy mortgage process? You or the lender? At First Dakota, we can't promise you an 8-minute mortgage, but we will promise you a thoughtful and transparent home buying experience. Home loans from First Dakota National Bank. Take all the time you need. Visit firstdakota.com. First Dakota is an equal opportunity lender.
Good luck, Chargers, from Owyhee Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at OwyheeGrainCorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Owyhee Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Owyhee Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at vera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Back in Oneida at the half, and it is our CHS Midwest Cooperatives halftime break. CHS Midwest Cooperatives in 7 cities throughout central South Dakota. Stanley County got off to a decent start, had an early 6-3 lead, but an 8-0 run by Sully Buttes put them in front to stay, at least for the time being. Chargers led 17-9 at the end of 1, and they really opened it up in that second quarter, outscoring the Buffaloes 19-9. Did have a 20-point lead before the Buffaloes scored the last 2 points of the half. And again, right now, 36-18. Stanley County needs to hit from the outside tonight, maybe just rushing things a little bit. Sully Buttes, one of the quicker teams that Stanley County has seen lately. And the Buffaloes have hit on just 8 of 27 shots from the floor, including just 2 of 10 from outside the arc. They have not attempted a free throw as of yet tonight. Stanley County with only 3 people in the scoring column. Joey Fisher has 7 points. Slater Topol with 6 in his first start of the season, and Brady Hofteaser with 5 in the first half. A total of 18 for the Buffaloes. For Sully Buttes, a very nice shooting percentage, 7 of 12 in the first half, even better, 7 of 10 in the second period, I should say. First period, second period, 14 of 22 overall for the Chargers, and they have hit on 3 of 6 from long range, and they're a perfect 5 for 5 from freebie land as well. Nick Whitler leads all scorers with 14 points. Jet Lamb playing big in the middle, of course, as he's got 10 points. Cameron Ogle has 5. 3 points for Grant Johnson from long range. Sebastian Frost with 2, and Morris Hofer with 2 points as well, as the Chargers lead 36-18. Slim rebounding advantage for the Chargers, 11-10 overall, but the Buffaloes have a 4-3 advantage on the offensive glass. Slater Topol's been doing a great job on the boards. He's got 6 rebounds of the 10 for the Buffaloes so far. Jet Lamb with 4 to lead the Chargers off the glass. 6 turnovers for Stanley County, 5 for the Chargers, both teams with 6 assists, and Sebastian Frost has 3 to lead the way for Sully Buttes. I've actually got 6 different players with 1 assist apiece for the Stanley County Buffaloes, which is interesting. But the passing game is working, but the shooting percentages just, for now, are not there. Halftime score actually going to the third quarter. Jones County is leading Lyman 36-27. I believe Jones County has the lead there. That game on KPLO 94.5 FM. And here it's Sully Buttes 36, Stanley County 18. Our CHS Midwest Cooperative's halftime break continues after this 2-minute timeout. We'll look at some upcoming action for both teams as you listen to high school boys basketball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive 1 vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
Back again to Oneida here at the half, 36-18. All Chargers so far through one half of basketball. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Jeff Duncan back in studio as he'll continue to keep us up and running. Looking at upcoming action, actually, let's talk about action that didn't happen. The Lady Chargers had a game last night scheduled for in Phillip, but they did not make that trip as the roads and weather conditions did not allow. They have rescheduled that game to February 11th, so Lady Chargers have that single game with Phillip in a few weeks. yet to go. Tonight, the Lady Buffaloes were supposed to host the Gregory Lady Gorillas as well, and Gregory unable to make that trip due to road conditions, so they have rescheduled that game, and that has already been rescheduled to next Thursday, January 31st. The Lady Buffaloes will have a home game against Gregory next Thursday. Other than that, a lot of doubleheaders coming up for both of these teams. Stanley County has a doubleheader at home against Crow Creek on Thursday night, 6:30 and 8 o'clock tip-offs for the girls and then the boys. And then Saturday afternoon, the Buffs and Lady Buffs go to Cheyenne Eagle Butte. And they'll have, I think, a 4 o'clock and 5:30 tip-offs there. Our next coverage of Buffalo basketball will be February 7th against White River. There is that doubleheader against Todd County 1 week from tonight. And the Stanley County Booster Club will have their annual chili feed at Parkview next Tuesday, so keep that in mind. And again, our next broadcast has the Buffs against White River on February 7th. White River is the new #1 in Class B boys basketball after knocking off Bridgewater Emory at the Hanson Classic over the weekend. Meanwhile, Sully Buttes with doubleheaders coming up Thursday against Hitchcock Tulare here in Oneida. They've got Warner here on Saturday. That'll be a good couple of ball games. Then at Jones County next Tuesday, and we'll be here next Friday when Sully Buttes, both girls and boys, entertain Potter County, as we'll have that girls and boys doubleheader here on KGFX. And, of course, all of our games are being live streamed. You can still see the rest of this second half as well as hear it on our live stream YouTube channel. Subscribe to KGFX 1060, and you'll be able to see the rest of this one through YouTube. Here we go to the second half. Chargers will have the first possession with a 36-18 lead. The second half throw in for Sully Buttes, like the open tip, will be sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Cameron Ogle, Nick Whitler, Grant Johnson, Jet Lamb, and Sebastian Frost for the Chargers, who will now go from right to left as we follow the action here in Oneida. Starting five for the Buffaloes: Riley Hannum, Brady Hofteser, Lathan Prince, Slater Topol, and Joey Fisher. Again, Topol starting tonight in place of Dylan Gabriel. Chargers get an open look for Grant Johnson out on the left wing. 3-ball up, no good. Lathan Prince will come out of there with a rebound. Johnson just a little bit short on that shot attempt. Buffaloes have their first possession here of the second half as they move from left to right. Hannum feeds Lathan Prince, who will put it up and in from 3. First basket of the night for Prince. Here comes Whitler speeding across the timeline. Left it with Johnson. Inside the lane, Frost up, no good. Off of the hands of Lamb. Can't get the rebound. Hofteser will bring it down instead. And the Buffaloes will head the other way. Prince to Hannum. Back to Prince. He'll try another 3. This one way too strong, though. On the backside, run down by Johnson. He'll get it across to Ogle. Now to the corner, Frost. Back to Johnson and Frost again. Buffaloes will face him up. Lamb at the high post. Jet inside to Ogle, knocked away by Hofteser, and it'll stay with Sully Buttes. 36-21, first minute and a half or so gone by here in our third quarter of play. And the Chargers in white with Ogle. Inbounding, finds Whitler. Back to Ogle, left alone for 3 in the corner. It's up, no good. Hofteser had the tip. The Buffaloes say Grant Johnson was the last to touch, and the near side official concurs. Ogle missed that one by quite a bit, too strong. He normally does not do that. He's usually right on. Here's Fisher. He'll try a 3 and hit. Joey Fisher's second bomb of the night. Riley Hannum with the feed. Buffalo's trying to scratch and claw back into this one early in the second half. 36-24, what was a 20-point deficit in the first half and 18 at the half is now down to 12. Hannum takes the steal away on a soft pass by Sebastian Frost. Buffaloes with a new possession here. Lathan Prince to Hofteser, back to Hannum. Weaving on the top of the key. Hofteser bluffs the 3, puts it on the floor, gives it back to Hannum. Takes a high screen, now penetration in the kick out. Prince back to Hannum, steps outside the arc, pushes one up, no good. Off the front of the rim, and Joey Fisher has the rebound. Not a good shot by Riley Hannum, but the Buffaloes fortunate to get the offensive keep alive. Still trailing by 12, 5:15, counting down in the third quarter, still very early in the second half. Expected a good ball game. It was mostly Sully Buttes. Also, it's somewhat expected in that first half. Buffaloes again playing from behind, and an air ball of a three kept alive underneath by Slater Topol. He feeds to Joey Fisher, who falls away, gets one to go off the glass, and has a foul to go along with it, and a chance at a three-point play. First foul of the second half will be on Nick Whitler. That's his first personal of the night. First free throw attempt of the night for the Buffaloes is put up and in by Joey Fisher, who has 6 points in the second half, 13 to lead Stanley County. And just like that, the Buffaloes are within single digits here, 36-27. Nice pull-up three off of the over pursuit by Hannum, looking to get a steal, but Nick Whitler will put it up and in from long range. And Brian White will call his first timeout of the night. A quick 30, 39-27. Chargers by 12 with 4:42 left in the third. We're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Butte Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
Back in Oneida. Buffalo's off to a good start in the second half, but a three-pointer for the Chargers. Maybe stopping the bleeding just a little bit. And they'll press the inbound. Stanley County gets it in. Prince against Frost. Clearing off a little bit. Time barrier broken. Left to right. Here come the Buffaloes. Buffs down by 18 at the half. It cut it to 9, then 12. Now back to 9 as Hofteaser gives it off to Joey Fisher, and Fisher starting to get hot. That's his second three-pointer of the second half, his third in the game, and his third three-point play of multiple varieties here in the second half already. Ogle inside, finds Johnson. Nice extra pass, but Lamb will come up short. Got the tip of the rebound right back to himself, though, and he'll put it up and in. That shooting percentage took a hit, though. Jet was perfect on the first half, 4 for 4, now 5 out of 6. He has 12 points, 41-30. Chargers by 11. Dylan Gabriel is in, firing an open three. No good, but kept alive by Hannum. He gets it to Fisher, who hits another one. Joey's starting to feel it here a little bit. The lead is down to 8, 41-33. Chargers leading by 8 with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Joey Fisher, when he starts getting hot, everybody remembers the heroics he had in that postseason game against Chamberlain a year ago. Nice feed on the baseline. Johnson to Ogle, and we'll have another timeout called here as Ogle gets the bunny on the left side. Timeout to the Chargers, their second, 43-33. They've got a 10-point lead, and we'll take 30 seconds. It's 3:09 left in the third on KGFX.
Need help in your grain risk management? How about getting better prices than the local grain prices? Look no farther than Fearless Grain Marketing. Contact Jeremy Frost today at 605-295-3100. Fearless Grain Marketing, helping producers make sales that make sense while buying fear and selling greed. Fearless Grain Marketing, helping farmers connect directly with end users to make better, higher price sales with offices at 2000 South 4th Street in Oneida and Brown Commodities in Gettysburg.
Good second half going here. Welcome back to Oneida as the Buffaloes get the inbound off of the timeout. Both teams have used up their 30-second timeouts now. Nothing but fulls the rest of the way. Still got a lot of time left here in the third. Chargers tightening up on the pressure defense. Nice keep alive of a pass by Fisher to Hannah, but his pass is stolen inside. They'll get it up ahead. Whitler can't get the layup, though, on the left side. So the Buffaloes will get it back once again. Gabriel keeps it away from Whitler. Prince, quick feed down to the corner. Fisher can't get this one to go. Maybe the timeout by Sully Buttes is, among other things, ending the feel that Joey Fisher had in the shot from long range. Shot by the Chargers, no good for Whitler. Buffalo's down with it. Prince left to right across the time barrier. Hofteaser, Hannum, Prince spotting up for an open three on line, but it'll dance across, and we've got a foul that'll be called as Lamb is over the back of Riley Hannum. Well, Jet might have been able to reach that one over the back of Hannum, but he's just that much bigger than Riley, and he picks up his second personal. Not a lot of fouling going on here in the second half so far. Sully Buttes with 2. Stanley County hasn't been whistled yet. Here's Fisher inside the arc, and this one is up and in for 2. 17-footer for Joey Fisher, who's feeling right at home in the second half from the perimeter. 43-35. Back to an 8-point single-digit game, 1:45 to go in the third. Morris Hofer is in, lobs it into Lamb. Another pass across the lane, and Ogle is fouled before the shot. First foul of the second half here for Stanley County. And it's the second personal for Riley Hannum. Nobody in foul trouble at all. Now, don't have any player in this game with at least 3 fouls. Ogle will find Frost in the inbound. The Buffaloes left him alone, and they wish they hadn't. Sebastian Frost, his second field goal of the night, has 5 points. The lead is back to 11. Buffaloes across the timeline. Hofteaser into Hannum, who fumbles the basketball. I almost said football. But it's taken out of there by Frost. Buffaloes with 8 turnovers. Frost wants another 3. Can't get this one, but a long rebound is to Jet Lamb. And then going back underneath, and the Buffaloes knock it away. Slater Topol is in. Nathan Cook, the 6'2 sophomore, is in for the Buffaloes as Fisher and Hannum will get a break, probably from the rest of the third period. 46-35, Chargers with it. Inbounding from underneath, they lead by 11. Hofer on the drive off of the inbound, can't get it to go. Might have been interrupted a little bit. Hofteaser with the rebound. As the Buffaloes try to get back within single digits here. Final minute of the third. Prince across the way, far side to Hofteaser, up in the air, and an errant pass looking on the to the near corner for Dylan Gabriel. And somebody may have gotten hit down here to the right with that screaming ball. Well, defense back in for the Buffaloes. Fisher joined by Cade Stover as Hofteaser checks out along with Prince. Chargers with 43 seconds left, counting down the third, and an 11-point lead. That lead was 18 at intermission, though. Johnson open for 3. Off the front of the rim, it's no good. Nathan Cook with a nice rebound, and he'll be pushed. Foul on the floor in the backcourt. And this will be on Ogle. Cam's got his third. So he will be the first player in some slight foul trouble. Now the Buffaloes have 30 seconds left, and they replenish their offensive lineup here. Hofteaser and Hannum both back in, joining Gabriel, Fisher, and Prince. Gabriel across the timeline. Passes to the near side. Fisher across the way. Gabriel to an open Hofteaser for 3. That's too strong off the back of the rim. And Fisher ruled over the back. He wasn't really over the back, but Johnson had the rebound, and Fisher got him on the back of the hand and trying to tip the rebound out to the top once again. So Joey Fisher's got his first personal. Nope, his second. And here come the defensive substitutions again for Stanley County. Cook, Topol, and Stover back in. 13 seconds left in the third. Chargers lead 46-35. Setting it up, Frost over to Nick Whitler. Lobbing underneath, and with 2 seconds left is out of bounds, as Nick just threw that one too tall for Jet Lamb. Buffalo defense maybe contributing to that. Here come the offense again for Stanley County. And it'll be Hannum, Fisher, and Hofties are back in. Buffaloes have to get the right people on the floor. Cook needs to check out, and he will. So Hannum, the quarterback, might have to throw a long pass here. It's up in the air. It's tipped by Morris Hofer, and the turnover will wind down the third quarter clock. Good ball game on the end of the third period. Your Wagner Auto scoreboard reads Sully Buttes 46 and Stanley County 35, and Wagner Auto Company of Pierre is the one place to go. As we pause for 60 seconds, fourth quarter coming up next. This is Stanley County Sully Buttes boys basketball on KGFX and drgnews.com.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Back at Oneida, welcome back. We go to the fourth quarter. Stanley County down by 18 at the half, outscored Sully Buttes 17-10 in the period. Had it within single digits a few times, but Sully Buttes leads by 11 as the Buffaloes have the first possession. And we've already got a foul that is called on Nick Whitler. That'll be his second personal. Team foul number 4 for Sully Buttes. Buffaloes will try to continue to scratch and claw and eliminate the deficit here. Over pursuit on the ball, and Hannum had it, but his pass is tipped and stolen by Grant Johnson, who goes coast to coast, and the layup is good on the reverse. Nice play for Johnson, his first 2-point field goal of the night. Has a 3-ball as well. He's got 5 points. Here's Hofties in the corner, and that's good. Nice feed from the lane out to Brady. Second 3 of the night. Kind of a quiet night for the senior. He's got 8 points. 48-38, a 10-point ball game with 7:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Johnson drives to the baseline, kicks out. Frost is open for 3, and he's got another one. Boy, both of these teams will burn you if you give them any time and space at all. Stanley County struggled in the first half from long range, had a good third quarter. Fisher, who had the big third quarter, has his first shot up and in the fourth as well. And again, it's from long range. So we trade 3-ball for 3-ball, Frost and Fisher. Chargers with it again. Frost fakes the 3 this time. Now Whitler quickly back over to Johnson. Down low on the baseline to Ogle. Back to Whitler. Inside Lamb. It's up and good. Boy, what a pass by Nick Whitler. And a good receive by Jet Lamb, who puts it up and in. He gets the foul from Joey Fisher, who has his third. And Jet will go to the free throw line to try to finish a 3-point play. 53-41, third team foul for the Buffs. Lamb's free throw is off the back of the rim, and it just barely hit the top of the backboard. Buffaloes maybe want it out of bounds. They won't get it. It comes back in with a soft touch. Jet with a good ball game. Stanley County with trouble getting it across. In fact, an errant pass in the backcourt will give it away. And the Buffaloes need to value possessions now, but that pressure by the Chargers, even though it wasn't heavy, was still good enough. That's the 11th turnover by the Buffaloes here. 13-point advantage, Sully Butte, 6:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Lamb of the high post, giving a little bit of room. Hannum tries to pick his pocket. Loose ball on the floor, and Riley Hannum comes out of there with it. 2-on-1 to lead. Hannum will put it up and in softly on the left side. Good defensive play there for Riley Hannum, and a good job in body control to stay away from an offensive foul. Lamb too strong, and Hofteaser with the rebound. Jet trying to get it back, reaches in for his third personal. There's been a lot of up and down activity in this ball game. Not a real high scoring game, although it's plenty high. Haven't had a lot of turnovers either, all things considered. Just good action in this game. Hofteaser picks up the fumble, now leaves it back with Hannum. Fisher, top of the key. No room to shoot. Ogle too close, in tight. Finds Gabriel, now Hofteaser, NBA range, three ball off the mark, it's no good. Frost up high for the rebound on the far side. Chargers get it across again. Johnson lost it momentarily, gets it back, and Sully Buttes can slow it up if they want to. Meanwhile, Johnson into the lane, can't get it to go. Hofteaser with the rebound. Stanley County with a defensive stop, looking to get it to single digits again, but Johnson got up high. Unable to get the steal, though, and now Hofteaser will run over Cameron Ogle. Brady didn't even see him. He was just trying to deliver a pass, but there again is just one of those things that happens when the pace of the game picks up a little bit. Stanley County trying to push the issue. Meanwhile, Hofteaser picks up his third personal foul. So we have a few players with 3 fouls, 2 for both teams. Whitler inside, let a defender get past, and he puts an easy shot up and in off the glass. That's Nick Whitler's only his second field goal of the second half. He has 19 points. Hannum on the move, spins around Whitler. Didn't really see where he was putting a shot up to. Gets it off the back of the rim, no good. Ogle with the rebound. The Chargers in business again. And a pass to the corner, misfired by Whitler, looking for Frost. So Sully will give it away for the 9th time tonight. 56-43, they still lead by 13. 4:11, we count down the fourth quarter. Chargers looking for their 8th straight victory after a 1-1 start. Stanley County's won 2 in a row, but again, haven't played in 10 days or so since the Jones County Invitational when they went 2-1 for 5th place. Here's Hannum, 3 ball, no good. Riley's just rushing the shot, it looks like, a little bit. Ogle with the rebound. Chargers top of the key. Johnson on the move again, draws the attention and feeds, and Jet Lamb with a finish. Grant Johnson with the assist. Jet Lamb continuing a good offensive ball game, and with 3:24 left, Stanley County will take a timeout here. They do not want this game to get too much out of hand once again as they trail by 15, 58-43. We pause for 60 seconds. This is boys basketball on KGFX.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Back in Oneida, 3:24 left to play, 58-43. The Chargers have fought off every advance by the Buffaloes so far here in the second half, and we're glad to have you aboard. High school basketball on 1060 AM, 107.1 FM, KGFX, Pier Ford Pier. We are a member of the Dakota Radio Group. We're on drgnews.com, and we still have the live stream up and running as well at youtube.com and the KGFX channel. I'm Brian Oakland. Quick scoring update. Timberlake leading Harding County 53-35 going to the fourth quarter there. Aberdeen Christian has taken a lead now over Harriet Selby from the third quarter, 40-36. Got Lyman and Jones still going on KPLO as well. Out of the timeout, Joey Fisher couldn't get this one to go. Rebound down to Sully Butts and Morris Hofer, giving to Nick Whitler across the timeline. Whitler on the move. Hofteaser tried to sell a charge, but I think that was a pretty good no call. Whitler off to the side, didn't go right over the defender. Nick's got 21. Here comes Lathan Prince, back to Fisher. Another look for Joey from outside the arc is just a little bit too strong off the back of the rim and no good. Johnson with a rebound for the Chargers. 60-43, Sully Butts. Buffalo's trying to keep Joey Fisher hot. He's hit a few threes here in the second half, but right now, again, it's Sully Butts in the last few minutes opening up a big lead once again. Whitler wants three. This one rushed a bit. On the backside, though, is Morris Hofer with the rebound and the putback. So Sully Butts with a second chance basket. 62-43 in what was a deficit down to 8 for the Buffaloes has once again ballooned to 19. 2 minutes to go. Fisher from the corner has this one. Feed out from Slater Topol. That is the 6th three-point basket scored by Joey Fisher tonight. He has a fine game going. Hofer, meanwhile, gets another finish on the other end. Almost didn't see that one. I was trying to tally up Joey Fisher's point total, but there's other things to talk about here. 64-46, an 18-point lead. Hofteaser's on the move, loses a handle on the dribble, picked up by Ogle behind the back. 2-on-1, Cameron Ogle with the finish with the offhand. Ogle, the big fella, showing his ability to handle the basketball. Had him on the backside, can't get one to go. Two-pointer no good, and we'll have a timeout called by Brian White and the Chargers, who just wants to get some new people into the ballgame. 1 minute to go, and the Chargers' lead has matched its biggest of the night, 66-46. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, and we're back with more high school basketball on KGFX.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive one vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
The new year is a time for a start to new beginnings. Why not start your new year off right by getting a low-interest auto loan from Owyhee Federal Credit Union? Get a new or used vehicle with rates starting at 3.19% APR. Rates vary depending on year and term of vehicle that you would like to purchase. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what Julia or Jameson can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Back for more of the final minute here of our boys basketball contest tonight. 66-46, Sully Butts will win their 8th in a row. They've got new people in. Blaine Duffel taking a three-pointer. Duffel is 6'1", sophomore. Rebound knocked away off of Sully Butts. It'll go to the Buffaloes. See who else is in here. Dwight Kinney for the Chargers. Griffin Peterson. Also Jordan Shaw in for the first time tonight, and Dorian Iserhold for Sully Butts. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel is in to lead the Buffalo attack along with Cade Stover. Nathan Cook, all have played before this evening. Dason Titsey is in there for the first time, as is Austin Hand. Cook is on the move with 8.9 seconds left. A foul will be called on the floor. Still not bonus here. It's number 6 for Sully Buttes. And the Buffaloes will have about 9 seconds to try to get one last shot down here. Inbound from Titsey. Comes into Austin Hand as he puts one off the glass. It's up, no good. Stover gets a steal and a layup at the buzzer. They'll count that, and at least Cade Stover on the scoreboard tonight with that final steal. And then the layup. But it is Sully Buttes' night. And on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, your final score, Chargers 66, Stanley County 48. Chargers now 9-1 on the season. Stanley County falls back under 500 at 5-6. The scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company in Pierre, the one place to go, and we are back after a 2-minute timeout. Our postgame, which will include stats, scores, and the naming of tonight's Bauman Lumber Player of the Game, all coming up in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Good luck, Chargers, from Owyhee Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at OwyheeGrainCorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Owyhee Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Owyhee Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuff pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Athletics and Activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
Back in Oneida, good ball game tonight as Sully Buttes. A little bit back and forth. Sully Buttes got a nice, comfortable 20-point lead. They led in the first half. They led by 18 at the break, 36-18. Stanley County got going in the third period. Cut that 18-point deficit all the way down to 8 at a few junctures of the third period with a 17-10 scoring advantage through the quarter. But Sully Buttes was able to get going once again in that fourth quarter, outscoring Stanley County 20-13. And they win it back by that 18-point margin, which was the halftime margin as well. 66-48 as the Chargers have won 9 of their first 10 ball games on the season now, and this is their 8th straight victory. The Chargers shot very well tonight, 14 of 22 in the first half, 13 of 24 in the second half. That includes 9 of 11 in the fourth quarter, 27 of 46 on the ball game, 6 of 14 from outside. And they're perfect at 6 for 6 from behind from the free throw line, I should say. 2 double-figure scores. Nick Whitler leads the Chargers with 21 points. Jet Lamb with a good ball game too with 17. Cam Ogle with 9. Sebastian Frost a couple of threes, has 8 points, and then Morris Hofer off the bench with 6, and Grant Johnson checks in with 5 points, and a total of 66 for Sully Buttes. For Stanley County, cold shooting mostly in the first half, 8 out of 27. And then in the second half, much better, 11 of 23. But overall, 38% at 19 out of 50, 33% from behind the arc at 9 of 27. Stanley County only attempted one free throw tonight, and Joey Fisher did hit that one. So Fisher actually leads the way, 27 points tonight to lead all scorers. He had 6 3-pointers in this game and was really the object of the offense for the Buffaloes, trying to go with a hot hand in that second half in particular. 5 of those 6, in fact, coming in from long range, in that second half of play. So Fisher with 27, but nobody else in double digits for the Buffs. It's Brady Hofsteiser with 8 points. Slater Topol with 6. Lathan Prince hit a 3-pointer, and then just 2 points for Riley Hannum, and 2 to close out the scoring for Cade Stover off the bench for the Buffaloes on a nice pickpocket steal and breakaway at the horn. 66-48, though, the Chargers get the victory. 21-20, Sully Buttes with the offensive rebounding, just the rebounding overall advantage, 21-20. Stanley County has 8 offensive boards compared to 6 for Sully Buttes. Jet Lamb, who had 4 rebounds at halftime, finishes with 7 unofficially. Slater Topol had a good rebounding first half, but went a little quiet in the second half. He will also finish with 7. Brady Hofsteiser had 4 rebounds in the second half for the Stanley County efforts as well. Buffs turned it over 14 times, just 10 for the Chargers. Stanley County with a 16-13 advantage on the assist column as well, but the Chargers have the stat that counts the most, and that is the final score, 66-48, our score. We'll look at upcoming action once again for both teams, but we have our other order of business here in the postgame to take care of. It is the naming of tonight's player of the game, and we'll do that after our player of the game sponsor gets its just due. It's Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, and we're back with more on KGFX.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Well, Bauman Lumber sponsoring our player of the game, and we do have some candidates. Certainly Joey Fisher could be player of the game worthy, even though in a losing cause. 27 points to lead all scorers tonight. It's fun to watch kids when they get hot. Fisher got hot in one legendary finish last year for the Buffaloes in that postseason victory over Chamberlain, but Stanley County just needs more balanced offense going forward than what they were able to get here tonight. But a good game for Joey Fisher, and a good job especially in his first start in the first half for Slater Topol, who came in and scored 6 points in the first half, but I was really impressed on that rebounding side of things against a bigger Sully Buttes interior presence. So a good job by Slater Topol this evening as well. But for the Sully Buttes Chargers, Nick Whitler leading all Chargers with 21 points, and kind of a quiet 21, but I tell you what, I think the one that I was most impressed with tonight was Jet Lamb with his 17 points. He went, 7 for 8 on the floor. Has just a sweet touch and good body control for a big guy. 3 for 3 from the line as well. Jet Lamb, 17 points, added 7 rebounds to lead his team as well. He will be tonight's Bauman Lumber player of the game. I hope we got one in his size, but Jet Lamb will get a T-shirt in the name of Bauman Lumber, and KGFX Sports noting his accomplishments tonight as the Sully Buttes Chargers defeat Stanley County 66-48. Chargers 9-1 on the season, and again, a bunch of double headers coming up, girls and boys together. They get Hitchcock-Tulare in here in their gym on Thursday, and then Warner on Saturday. That'll be a big contest. Sully Buttes will go to Jones County next Tuesday. And then we'll be back here in Oneida again when they host Potter County. Girls and boys doubleheader next Friday night here on KGFX. That's still about 10 days away, though. Stanley County, in the meantime, by the way, again, the Charger girls who were supposed to go to Phillip last night got weathered out. That game was made up, will be made up on February 11th. The Lady Buffaloes, who were supposed to play Gregory tonight at home, had that one game weathered out. Gregory unable to make the trip due to road conditions in that part of the state, and they have postponed that game to next Thursday, January 31st. In the meantime, Buffs and Lady Buffs are back at it this Thursday at Parkview Gym when they entertain Crow Creek, and a couple of tough ball games there on 6:30 and 8 o'clock tips on Thursday night from Parkview. The Buffs and Lady Buffs then go to Eagle Butte to take on Cheyenne Eagle Butte at 4 o'clock and 5:30 Central Times. I believe the times for the tip-offs on that one on Saturday. The Buffs and Lady Buffs will entertain Todd County a week from tonight with the Stanley County Booster Club chili feed. Keep that in mind. That is 1 week from tonight. And you want to get in on a good meal there. And we will have the Buffaloes next on KGFX. It'll be a while, but Thursday, February 7th, Stanley County will be hosting White River, the #1 team in Class B. That'll be here on KGFX. Later on this week, we've got Lady Governor basketball from Sioux Falls Roosevelt on Thursday night, and then Governor Wrestling from Huron on Friday night. So that's what we've got coming up with more sports on the way here on 1060 KGFX. But tonight, Sully Buttes defeating Stanley County in boys basketball by the score of 66-48. The girls' game between these two teams was played last Thursday. Sully Buttes won that game 60-18 as well. Don't forget, on your way home, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that snow means slow. Drive for the conditions and buckle up every trip, every time from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Jeff Duncan's been our technical director in studio. I'm Brian Oakland. By the way, quick rundown of the scores that we have for you. Lyman and Jones finishing up. A bit of an upset here. Harriet Selby gets by Aberdeen Christian. I think that might be Aberdeen Christian's first loss of the season, 54-53. Good ball game there. Highmore Herald has defeated James Valley Christian 68-54, and Timberlake did beat Harding County tonight 66-47. Hill City had a win over Phillip out west earlier this evening as well. Hope you can join us in our next broadcast once again Thursday on KGFX Pier Girls at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Our coverage of high school boys basketball tonight has been made possible by Venture Communications, Wilbur Ellis, Oahe Grain, the Corner Convenience Store, Sunrise Bank Dakota, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, Stewart & Daughters, and Fearless Grain Marketing in Oneida. Tonight's game also brought to you by McDonald's, First Dakota National Bank, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Stanley County's Booster Club, and brought to you in part by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Bottom Line Welding, and Bank West in Pierre and in Oneida. And tonight's game brought to you within the contest, within the broadcast by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Consemius Agency, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre. Your one place to go. Your final Wagner Auto scoreboard, Sully Butte 66 and Stanley County 48. Brian Oakland, KGFX Sports, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, everybody.